than last year. We had like 10 or 12 down there coming out of Florida. They're going to get one of those storms up here, and I'm going to watch what the town hall's on. It's going to be great fun to see how they handle that, because they're also sure that they know the emergency management business, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm kind of happy about that. Other than that, Ryan apologizes. He'd like to get in on one of our groups right now, but Tuesday is a bad night because he has a pre-scheduled event that always takes place on Tuesdays. But right now he's using my AL82 and that whatever the ICOM 8 or 8 or 12, that big behemoth ICOM radio that Larry has, and he likes to work. He worked all states, worked all counties, worked all Maidenhead squares, and right now I guess they've got the one with the ships, 7 ships or something like that, and he likes to work those things. He gets all those QSL cards, and then he gets a very big envelope certificate, all gold, laminated, and everything else, and he hangs up on his wall. So that's his current project to work. I think it was the 4th of July. He worked one of the 13 colonies, and then there's another one going on right now, and I believe it's all the major battleships. A lot of the Second World War battleships have been retired into the bays of the towns of the states around here. So the Missouri is somewhere near St. Louis, and Massachusetts is in Boston, and I don't know where the Iowa is. They've got the silly things all over the place, and they run one of those worked all battleships things, and he's hell bent on getting a certificate for all that stuff. So he's in his glory, but he's not into joining us on Tuesday nights or Saturday nights. So I guess we're going to have to wait for another day for him to join us. But he's still active in the hobby, and he's counting his days until he can retire. And he's got 6 more years or something like that, and then he'll kiss the government goodbye and go off and start to do things he really wants to do. So that's the way it goes. I tell everybody they pay me an exorbitant amount of money, the government does, to do nothing, and I give them full measure of the value for their dollar. What can I say? What do you say? Give me 3 IRs then. KBYZU.
KBYZU, KB3IRZ. I've not heard about that work called battleships that they have out. That might be something to look forward to trying to do. I know that New Jersey's right across the river from me. It's easily just a few hours away. Actually 2 hours away, and it's important. And every now and then they'll have special events there. AOA days, they'll take a ride up there and see the radio room in that ship. Who knows? So stay tuned for the rest of the story. And okay, Mike, on your adventures of rebuilding an amplifier. Well, the lease is good to go now. All new components, so you shouldn't have any problems there. And boy, I bet that did wake you up when that thing blew up. And of course, I remember the night you were transmitting with your amplifier here that you had, and it went boom, down. And all of a sudden went out. So I guess when those things give out, they give out because of all the power that they are pushing through there. And yes, Bob, all these modern radios do have that fold back feature in them to preserve them, unlike the tube ones, which can make a lot more abuse. If the SWR and these new modern ones get too far out of whack, it will shut down the transmit circuit. That's another reason why you should really run a tuner in so that you don't waste the radio and get the maximum power out. And Mike, you ought to be able to get that black stuff, and McGuire's makes it, Poor Boys makes it stuff. It's pretty popular now because of all the black trim that is on the cars. Now years ago, one of my suppliers gave me some stuff that I put on my Aztec because it had so much black in there. I had to put gloves on. It was almost like a black paint. But when it got done, the car looked like it came off on the assembly line. And no longer make that because our government said it was too dangerous for us to protect us. They took it off of the market. So that went down to you, Mike W. Slim, KB3IRZ.
I got him muted on the web SDR, KB3, IRZ, WY2M. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm gonna check that stuff out. And I can check on both of my cars. I can go over the weather stripping with that to make sure it stays good. That's a great idea. It softens it and kind of rejuvenates it. Good deal. And yeah, I didn't know about that work all battleships as well. That's interesting. I'll have to check into that. Especially event things are pretty unique. That's interesting. And copy on Ryan not being on Tuesday nights because he has other things going on. Well, that's the way it is, I guess. I don't know. One of these days I'll get him again and be able to talk to him. Maybe this winter he'll come back on. Who knows? And copy about Charlie's adventures with his new tuner. Yeah, you should make up a cheat sheet. That's what I do with my tuner. I have a little cheat sheet and I can just refer to it and know exactly where to load it for each different antenna that I have. I just refer to the cheat sheet and I know exactly where to set it to get me going in the area that I want to be transmitting in. And you can tweak it in as you go along. So it works out well. That's a good thing. And yeah, every time you mention about Charlie being the bomber, I think of the Unabomber. Remember the Unabomber? Living up in the deep woods somewhere in a little cabin or a little trailer or some nonsense. I can't remember what he was doing. Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. I guess Charlie was another Unabomber. Living up there in no man's land, making those bombs. That's crazy. I just don't know. That's one for the books, Bob. That one there, you'd have to really know what's going on to believe it. That's pretty crazy. Do you know that the Unabomber, the real one, Ted Kaczynski, he died in prison a couple of months back. I can't remember what his age was. I don't believe he committed suicide. No, I think he died of cancer, something like that, or heart disease. I think it was cancer. I saw it on the news. Plus I saw on the news where what's his name died too, the musician. Oh God, I can't even think of his name. But he died recently as well. Margaritaville, whatever that guy's name is, I can't recall. He made the trip from skin cancer. Buffett, that's his name, Buffett. So he died, and he's gone. And he went from cancer, skin cancer that be 74, 75, something like that. It wasn't that terribly old. But anyway, let's see. Not much else on this end. I'm glad to have that amplifier going again. And yeah, great. That was quite an adventure when that transformer blew up that night in the 1500. I do have in this 1500, Bob, this is not the original power supply board. It's a board that was made by, I can't remember who. Some guy that sells these types of things. It's a modified custom board. Uses a bunch more capacitors. It's capable of 6,000 volts. And that uses computer grade capacitors in it as well. So I was lucky when the transformer went out. It didn't affect that board at all. I didn't bother with the computer grade capacitors and the backup amp. I could have got them. They're expensive. They're not cheap. Those computer grade ones go for a good buck. In fact, I could have got the original Type 2 in computer grade with the screw-ins on them. But I didn't bother. I just went with the Nishicom. I know they're really good. The long life capacitors that they use. And they are very, very, let me get this in here first. They're very, very good as far as replacements are concerned. And that's the guy I was thinking of, Jimmy Buffett. He's the singer that died. But those capacitors are very good. The long life type capacitors are extremely good as replacements, and they're not that expensive. They might be maybe $10 a piece, as opposed to the other ones being $25 and maybe even higher. And for a backup amp, that's good enough. And I think I'll be okay with those. And I don't even use that amp hardly ever. I put it online every so often, like I say, just to keep everything happy. It's good too that I have an older tube checker, which I was able to test. I could test 811s and 572Bs and all in it. I was able to test the tubes, and you could test them for shorts and leakage, and of course for emission. And all of those tubes checked out well in my tube tester. I did take the precaution of testing those before I applied even filament or B+ voltage to them. In fact, before I fired it up with the B+, going to the tubes, I took the plate caps off, fired up the amplifier with the plate caps disconnected, and then watched the tube filaments lit. And then I tested the voltage on the plate caps, and that was 2400, somewhere around here, 2300 volts. So I knew that was good, and then I shut that down and discharged the capacitors and hooked up the plate caps again, and then fired it up and kept my fingers crossed, and everything worked well. So I did step by step on that and tried to weed out anything that would cause another 4th of July occurrence here. One was enough. Actually, that's the second one that I had when you consider the 1500 as well. So I've had two of those 4th of July occurrences here with both of my Ameritron amplifiers. Anyhow, if you look at the price of those things today, my God, they're sky high like everything else. Look at the car price, and oh man, 50 grand is about average now. It's crazy. It's crazy what's going on. And I knew that was going to happen as soon as all those crazies in our government started printing out money that's backed by nothing but the word of the Federal Reserve. Yikes. So there's no generation to be in. I mean, I'm glad I'm in the final stages. I wouldn't want to be starting out now. It's just crazy. It's horrific. Real estate prices, rent prices, taxes that you have to pay, and salaries, they're a little better than what they were, but they don't keep up with inflation, so it's tough for the next generations that are going to have to deal with this kind of stuff. I do feel sorry for them. Anyhow, let me ship it back to you, Bob. I see my signal is still decent, 15 to 20 over on the web SDR. And both you guys are coming in here well, no problem at all. KB1IZU, WY2M.
Yeah, okay, Mike, very good. KB1IZU here. Yeah, well, you're a solid 15 over, so that ain't too shabby for sure. And you always put in a solid and no waiver, no warble signal in here. So we don't need no stinking SDR up here. We can use the unit that was designed to do it. What can I tell you? Yeah, the economy has gone to hell in a handbasket. I was commenting. We went shopping with Charlie today. You remember the old day, $10 for a bag of groceries back in, $10 were hard to come by. And in those days, you got a whole bag of groceries for it. That got you through the week. And then it crept up a little bit. Not too long ago, it was, before that, it was $50 a bag. And then it crept up to $100 a bag. And I was saying, wow, I was really going crazy. Well, I don't buy one bag, so it's not a good measure for me. But as it turns out, I can't go into the supermarket anymore and get by with less than about $100.50 for my weekly groceries. But then I don't buy the cheap stuff. I buy the whole meals, some of the pre-prepared meals, and some of them are just the deluxe meals. And most of them family size, so at least you get 2 meals out of a package. And what I tend to do is to make up family size and make 2 or 3 meals out of it. Eat as much as I want the first day, and then spread the remaining. The remainder goes in the refrigerator and gets subsequent meals either for a lunch or in the case of pizza, breakfast. So that's how I get through. But it is really the prices are really going crazy. The only thing that was a pleasant surprise, I filled up the tank on the truck, and I took it easy going over. I was doing more than 50, 55 all the way over, and I'm very careful not to stop on the gas pedal going up hills and things like that. And I had a full tank when I left there, and I had just over 3/4 of a tank when I got over to Innsbruck Falls. And on the way back, I got by, and I think it was just a whisker above a half a tank on the way back. So it cost me, the round trip cost me approximately $50 in gas, $45, something like that. And that's not too shabby. Certainly it's cheaper than taking a bus. So I wasn't too unhappy about that. But we had beautiful weather over there, beautiful cool days, cloudless skies, and so it was really great. And this is a good group here. These guys all are gamers, and Tuesday night is the night that they get together for a game session. And one of them is the Dungeon Master, is the Dungeon and Dragon Master, and then they all play different roles, and they do it over the telephone. So it's Tuesday is the night to do that, and of course they conflict with their schedule here, so I don't fault them for the fact that they don't want to give up their game night for talking on the radio. But they guys ever remember seeing pictures of Woodstock with the crowds absolutely on the field and that field, up the hillside and all over the place? Just a massive humanity at Woodstock. Well, that's what this